So it is May the 1st. And there have been a few changes to the garden. I have dahlias coming in. I think 12 of the 16 that I planted have shown up. So I've got like 4 right here. 2 of them are just barely showing up, and the other 2 are pretty decent size, and that's my rosemary. The garlic on this side is a lot smaller than the garlic on the other side. I stuck a sweet potato in there, and I put some more in on the other side. You'll see those in a minute. I think that's my Egyptian walking onions that are starting to put on bulbs. Something about a week or so ago laid down in my bed of onions. I think what was mostly hit are my gumbo onions. It's kind of hard to tell because I've gotten the Egyptian walking onions and the garden onions mixed up, but I'm really hoping that they'll recover, at least somewhat. A couple of them did. Whatever laid here was smaller than my German Shepherd and bigger than a rabbit. I know we have bobcats in the area, and I am strongly suspecting that that's what decided to bed down here. There's a couple more dahlias coming up, and this sage plant is flourishing. Very happy with it. My roses are doing well. I've been deadheading I've been cutting the rose flowers off as when they reach full bloom and drying the petals. All this red is all new growth on it. So I'm very happy with it. The lavender, the English lavender I got from HEB is also flourishing. I do need to pull up some of the grass around it. That German chamomile that was in the hydroponic garden is hanging in there. We will see how it does. The onions, the yellow onion that I planted over here is still a bit stunted. I don't know if they'll be ready when the rest of them are. The tomatoes, they got a black spot on them Saturday morning. I noticed it just before I headed off to a plant sale. So I cut off everything, and you'll see later I got yet another tomato plant. Some of these I just don't know are gonna make it. I'm also thinking next year that I will do the basket weave trellising for them. I've done that in the past and it worked really well. And my tendency to keep buying tomato plants is a problem, and I have no idea what that is on my little tomato, but it looks kind of gross, doesn't it? Oh, it's gone. This is my Super Sweet 100. It's the only one that's, I really think is putting on tomatoes. Well, no, it looks like my Celebrity has one too, but I don't know if it has enough greenery to survive it. That's the Eva's that's been struggling all along. That's one I don't think is going to make it. Neither I think is the Sun Gold. It's pretty much decimated. Between, I think, tomato hornworm and the black spot. This is the Celebrity. Put on a single tomato, but I don't think it has enough greenery to really support that. I might have to cut it off. Of course, my French marigolds are thriving. Once they flowers start to die out, I'm going to try to save seeds. The German chamomile I planted, that actually bought the plant, is doing pretty well despite the dog vomit fungus on it. The German queen lost a lot from the black spot. As you can see, I've cut it down. And something's eating the Swiss chard. I need to cut that back and see if I can figure out what it is. The genuine beefsteak seems to have really flourished despite the black spot issue. I did have to cut some of those lower leaves off. And of course it's surrounded by garlic. And that back there is a Celebrity Plus that it lost about half its greenery to the black spot. My parsley's doing well. The garlic here is doing a little bit better. See, it got a little tomato hornworm, tiny one, on there. He's eating away. Finally got big enough I could see him. But that's my Italian Florentino. Don't know how well that's gonna survive after first losing stuff to, well, the cold, and then the black spot, and now a tomato hornworm, and all this darn grass. I hate this grass. Anyone knows what kind of grass this is, tell me and I'll know never to put that in my yard again. And this is the, oh no, we lost its label. Oh, here it is. The first celebrity tomato I bought. This is my replacement tomato. I planted it today. And it's a Juliet. I've grown those in the past and really enjoyed them. And then wasn't finding them at my local stores. This one was found at the Master Gardener plant sale this last weekend. This is my German thyme. I believe Lily from church gave me that one. Thank you, Gigi and Brenda. And I got a new banana pepper at the plant sale because that other one that was from the hydroponic system died. I also got a big Bertha sweet pepper. My gypsy pepper also had some what looked like black spots, so it had to be cut down. It still has some nice growth coming up. This is a jalapeno. I put it where that old banana pepper was, and that's the jalapeno that came from the hydroponic garden that's still just stunted. I don't know if it's going to do anything. And my Greek oregano is there. My dill is doing amazing. I'm very happy with it. I've had some lettuce grow back and bolting. I need to cut that back. The kale has cabbage worms. I need to just cut that back, and I took a bunch of it to my friend's chickens. Let's see. I have okra here. I also planted some pinto beans a couple of days ago around those. And here is cucumbers and sunflower. I've got beans around that as well. That's where the carrots used to be. I harvest about 10 ounces of baby carrots and put those in a soup the other day. There's another sweet potato and more lettuce that came back after I'd cut it down. I need to cut it a little lower next time. And then another sweet potato. These are the rest of my yellow onions. You'll see they're significantly bigger than the ones on the other side. I noticed a scape earlier. Oh, there's a worm. Ugh. He needs to die. Okay. This one, I'd seen a scape on one earlier. I hadn't harvested it yet. Oh, there it is. Little scape. I'll harvest those and either put them in omelets or let them dry. I've got 2 elephant garlic scapes that I harvested. And I have those currently drying. They'll go into my Italian seasoning mix. And you see that there are sweet potatoes interplanted with those, because before those really take off, this garlic's going to be harvested. There's another dahlia. It's doing really well. This is that bare root blackberry, triple crown blackberry that I had gotten for free that seems to be surviving. Here's my strawberries. They are putting on a few strawberries. And then there's the ones from the hydroponic system that are also doing okay. This is, I think, my Arapaho blackberry. It's first year being planted. There's another dahlia, a mix of zinnias. This is a raspberry. I'm not sure which one it is. I got a set of 2 from Home Depot and 1 didn't make it. That's kind of been my thing with the Home Depot roots and bulbs. I'm having like a 50% success rate with them. There's another dahlia. It's one of the Home Depot ones. The other one was supposed to be right there. It's not. Here we have a squash plant. I believe that's my white scallop squash. I've got pinto beans in front of it and tarragon and radishes. I'm trying to do some companion planting to keep some of the bugs away. And then a sunflower, a zucchini. I've got peas in behind that. And then over here is my yellow squash. And then tarragon is there. No, marjorum's there. That's the tarragon. My potatoes are doing wonderful despite being in pots and put in a weed-infested old garden bed. This one has been a little stunted compared to the others. I have discovered that my potting soil that I got from Home Depot was crap. So I've been putting compost in instead of the potting soil, and it's been doing better. I'll show you my apple tree that I planted during the eclipse. And I got this giant marigold at the plant sale, along with some Cuban oregano, which turns out is not actually Cuban origin. It's from the Middle East, I believe. I finally got some replacement lemon balm after digging at my herb bed, and some lemon thyme. And over here is a peppermint plant, and it had all turned purple. It had that potting soil, and it obviously was missing some nutrients. I added compost to it a few days ago, and the leaves are already starting to turn green again. I am so excited. But I am not getting potting soil from Home Depot again. I will go back to purchasing from Texas Pure, which I have done in the past and had great success with. And then, of course, my other mints that I need to weed. But we're going to probably move the rain barrel here, see it, over into this bed, because we're this summer going to remodel the garage and turn in an extra room, and the doors are going right there. I am seeing roots on my figs that I'm trying to propagate, and even some new growth. And what else have we got? Oh, we've got the French green beans that I have growing in the pot. There's still some seedlings I need to try to get in the ground that came from that hydroponic system, because we are leaving Sunday. So if they're going in the ground, they have to go in before then. My mother-in-law and son will be here while we're gone, and hopefully we'll water my plants. Crossing my fingers, because we'll be gone for like a week and a half.